Hi, everyone. I am Laura Diehl, and I want to welcome you to my living room studio. I have been doing a lot of recording. I'm a little over halfway through recording over 20 speakers. I am putting together a Hope and Healing virtual summit, which means as a grieving parent, if you don't have the time, the energy, the finances to go to a conference for grieving parents, you can just plug into this, register for it for free, and we will bring a conference straight to you in your home. So I have been doing a lot of recording, talking to a lot of people that you would normally see as a speaker in a setting like a conference. And it has just been wonderful. I have just loved every minute of being able to talk to these people. So anyway, this is my little setup for these recordings that we've been doing. So I thought I would share with you from here today. Usually I'm like in my prayer room or my office, something like that. So since this is all set up, why not use it, right? So like I said, I've been talking to a lot of people doing these recordings to be able to put this conference together for you to have. And one of the things that someone said yesterday, it was in our session, from surviving to thriving. And what she said is, her name is Joy, and she shared about leaning into our grief. And so as we talked about that, what she means by that is that there are times when we know that grief it's like it's welling up inside of us and it's just going to start gushing out of us, right? And there are times that we really fight that. We don't want to. We're tired of this. I don't want to cry again. I don't want to go through this again. Maybe we're at a restaurant with a friend or out shopping, something like that, and we just refuse to give into it. That's fighting it. Leaning into it is saying, you know what? I'm hurting. I might as well just go through this. I might as well just let this out and lean into that grief. And if you're with someone, it was interesting because someone else that I was talking to last night for this summit said something very similar. And she suggested when you're with someone and you feel this just gushing up, instead of stifling it and fighting it, just turn to the person you're with and say, look, I'm about ready to fall apart. Just giving you a warning. Something triggered my thinking about my son or my daughter. So I'm just going to need a minute. And if they cry with you, great. If they, whatever. But you've told them, you've communicated to them that you have a need right now at this moment. I've got to let this pain out. I have got to lean into this, and I have got to go through this grieving process, and you just happen to be here at this moment. And so it is really important to do that, actually, because the more we fight our grief, it can cause us to become hard-hearted. It makes it much more difficult to go through the process of coming out of this, the darkness and the pain that we so desperately want to come out of. And it prolongs that process when we're not allowing ourselves to lean into the pain, lean into the tears, lean into the anger, scream into a pillow, be, whatever, obviously don't be dangerous, but lean into those moments of pain and allow yourself to have them. This process, it is a process, and it takes so much longer than we want it to, than we think it should, than other people around us think it should. As grieving parents, we know that. And I'm just telling you, it's okay. It's okay that this is taking so much longer than you thought it would or you wanted it to. And in order to help this process, in order to help you get through this process a little bit quicker, I just encourage you to lean into those moments of grief, lean into those times. Next week, I want to share something that seems to be a common thread. I have been really surprised. There is a common thread that almost every single person I have talked to for this summit has made this statement. And I'm going to share that with you next week. I'd like to try to keep these short. So with that, once again, I encourage you, it's okay to lean into your grief. In fact, it's a healthy way to grieve. It will actually help you in the long run to get back into that place of light and life again where you want to be. It's not going to look the same. It will never look the same, but you can live again after the death of your child. And so with that, connect with us, www.gpshope.org, if you want to find out more about this summit that you can have free brought to you in your home. Just go to the website and you'll find information about that. You'll find a place where you can click on it, get information, be able to register for it. And so I just really encourage you to do that. And with that, I always leave with a word of hope. And it's, I actually went and got this. This has not been on my set until just now. I thought, oh my goodness, I don't have anything to hold up. And I thought, I need something on the wall behind me, right? I'd thought of that before. I just hadn't gotten around to doing it. So I ran and got this and put it up just for you. So remember, we are here to be a light of hope in your place of darkness.